Okay, hello, YouTube friends. We'll get going here pretty quickly. I just got to launch the other class. I'd love to meet you. You can always email me if you like. Patrick at SmartXPD.com. Thank you for watching and joining the channel or subscribing. It's Friday, and Friday's a special day. Every day's special, but we do the memory cards on Friday. So I'm going to get to those in a moment. All right. Can you hear me okay? There we go. Spotlight. Oh, boy. Gallery. There we go. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Good. Bad news for you. What's up, Bill?
Hi, Patrick.
Hi there, sir.
Tell me a joke.
I know you're chomping at the bit. You gotta wait. Let's see here, but maybe I'll dig in while we're getting going here with some of the past ones. That's all Bill comes for. He needs a little laugh, so there he is. That's a nice shirt you got there, Bill. I like the color. You and I matched today, it looks like.
Takes real men to wear pink.
That's right, dang it. You see that, everybody?
I like your glasses.
You do or you don't? Oh, Bill's glasses. Yeah, he's got a pink shirt and blue glasses. Look at that. Yeah.
Got them at the dollar store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's going to $1.25.
Oh, that's awesome. Let me see here. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's see.
I got some bad news, Patrick.
Oh, shoot. What? Okay, go ahead.
Cash died.
Oh, my gosh.
I couldn't believe it, man. I mean, it was a shock all over the community.
Oh, no.
I don't even want to break up the happy deal there. But
Well,
I
no,
guess
that's
I did.
okay. I mean, this is the journey we take together. Laughter and tears, health and injury.
Oh, man, it was something else. He was my only guy.
I know. Man, Bill, you've had a tough year here.
Boy, I'll say, gee,
God, dang. All right. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'll keep him in mind, and we'll all keep Cash in mind. And you know, Donna is not here today. She's been asking for you, Bill. How's Bill? So everybody kind of does. You're a good addition to the class most of the time. So we want to tell you we're glad you're here. We've been thinking about you. We know you've had some tough patches, and we think about you. So
thank you, Patrick.
You're welcome.
I care for you all too.
Yeah, we know that. We feel that. All right, let's put our hands together. We made it for exercise class, and we have the memory cards. Yeah. All right, I have in my hand 5 memory cards, and we're going to go. Actually, I lied. I have 6. That's the good news of the day. All right, card number 1.
Ooh, ice cream bar.
Ice cream bar. Ice cream bar. Card number 2.
Pencils.
Colored pencils. Ice cream bar. Colored pencils. Card number 3.
Hanger.
Hanger. Ice cream bar. Colored pencils. Hanger. Don't climb on this. Ladder. They ought to come with a safety net.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite cards. Who's got a guess? What is it? I know what you.
Sailboat.
It's not sailboat. I knew someone who that. It was my favorite card. This is my second favorite.
Money.
Bag of money. And our last card. Float like a
Butterfly.
butterfly. Float like a butterfly and sting like me. So we have ice cream. We have
Ice
colored
cream bar.
pencils. Ice cream bike. Hanger. It's a completely useless hanger for getting into your car, though, if you get locked out. Ladder.
Butterfly.
Bag of money.
Bag of money.
Then butterfly. Very good. I was reminded of the time I went to a concert with this girl. And we finished the concert, and we got back to the car. And she's like, I can't find my car keys. Where are my car keys? And I look in the car, And there are the car keys in the car, in the ignition, turned on. The car was running the entire show. Coat hanger made me think of that memory, which I hadn't thought of in a while. Okay, let's put our heads together. Roger's got a joke for us, I'm sure. I also, where did we lose Bill? He's off camera. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. If Roger's got a chat for us, a joke. Okay, there's Bill. Just kidding. I got you, Ann. All right, here we go. All right. Teacher, what is the chemical formula for water? Student, HIJKLMNO. Teacher says, what are you talking about? Student says, student, yesterday you said it's H2O. Oh, H2O. HIJKLMNO. You said it's H2O. That's H2O. All right. Good work. Thanks, Roger. That's a cute one. Took me a minute, which is not surprising. Everything kind of takes me a minute these days. You know, does everybody notice things slow down a little bit? Yeah, I'm probably preaching to the choir a little bit. All right. So let me put us on mute here. I will gather us back again for the memory cards at the end and see how we did. We can bid our adieus for the weekend. And here we go. Let me bring my table over. You know, I broadcast to YouTube, and they don't see all you. They just see me. I've had some snappy, get on with it comments. Like, you know, get on with the exercise. You're chatting to everybody. This is an important part of the class, I feel. You know, this is the socialization part of it. And take a sip of water, thank you. And let's sit up tall in the chair. And let's turn our head to the right. Life is short. We need to appreciate the moments. Swivel back across through center. Appreciate each other. To the left and now back to center. And tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. And up and across, left ear, left shoulder. And back to center. And let's stretch up. All right, we're doing the movement. For all of these, I want everyone to stay in a pain-free range of motion. Rise up. So I've been talking a lot about toes and soles of the feet and ankles. So important. There was a study with the Foot and Ankle Journal in 2020. We released a study that showed that there is a correlation between fall risk and big toe strength. So we're going to do some work for the ankles today, some work for the toes, because I don't want anyone to fall. And actually, I'll share with you, and I know I've talked about him before. I have this dear client that I've been working with for probably close to 10 years, who I've only seen 3 times in the last 7 months because he's been in different rehab facilities. So I've gone and visited him. Charlie, he's a retired judge, and he fell and got a brain injury, and boy, it really hit him hard. So I'm going to his home today to see how he's doing, try to get him stronger and get him back in business. Up. So it's kind of for me, reinforcing the theme of that fall prevention that I really want to knock home. And many times the thematic content of these classes is inspired by what's going on in my life with my clients. So, and with you guys as well, actually, for sure, you guys. So fall prevention is something I really want to make sure we address as best we can. One more up and down. And as we come down, let's go ahead into that no money position, and we'll stretch up to the top and bring it back down. So big toe. We're going to do some toe curls. And do you know what they call, they have the name for the big toe. Do you know what they call the other little toes? Talked about this, I think, either yesterday or Wednesday. They call them lesser toes. Lesser toes. Is that horrible? I mean, meet my lesser kids. Here's my big kid, big toe kid, and there's my lesser kids. What a horrible thing to do to the toes. So we're going to work those lesser toes. This little piggy went to market. I mean, they're stars in that story. They have major roles. I don't even remember that. This little piggy went to them. This little piggy went wee, 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 wee all the way home. Poor little lesser toe. And let's do one more. Up and out. Bring it back. Let's go ahead and set that no money up. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to get into some more intense exercise, but I do want to talk about, I want to do some maintenance on the feet and the ankle. So we're going to rock the feet up and down. Now, this is important stuff, all right? Just think of this as maintenance. It's not like we're getting our cardiovascular health in shape. We're not getting stronger so much, but we're going to address part of our body that works for us every single day that we're up and on our feet and walking around, and we neglect it. We don't think about it. It's the ankle. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm lifting my toes, and then I'm lifting my heels. And I want you to do that. And what I want you to do is lift your toes up as high as you can. Get into that last range of motion. Push up against it. And the same thing with the heels. Our toes can lift, and this is really the way. The ankles can do a whole bunch of stuff. There's a very dynamic joint. But there are a couple primary important actions, and certainly lifting the heel is plantar flexion. Lifting the toe is dorsiflexion. Let's go ahead and lift the right toe and lift the left heel here. And let's go ahead and rock back and forth. And let's actually add a little bit more movement to this so we're getting a little more movement. So if you were to stride, if you were to start walking and you were to stride forward with this leg, your right leg, your left hand would come out, right? And your other arm would go back. Now, if you're striding forward with this leg, that toe is going to be coming up, hopefully, right? Because you don't want to shuffle your feet. You want to lead with what? Right, the edge of the heel. Same thing for the other side. So what we're doing here is we're pairing up the function of the arms as they would be working with the ankles. So I'm right toe, left toe, right toe, left toe. Right toe, left toe, right toe, left toe. Good. And again, maximize the movement of that ankle. You might actually feel the muscles on the front of the shin there and the back of the shin there really starting to get worked. So the soles of the feet is kind of what we're talking about now. And did you know that any type of ankle dysfunction can manifest or present issues or cause problems all the way up to your shoulders, your knees, your hips, your spine, your low back, your neck, your shoulders, all because we haven't maintained our ankle. Okay, so there we go. You can feel that quite a bit. The other real important thing is called pronation and supination. Drew a blank there for a minute. So if we were to flatten, like roll the feet in, that's pronation, and arch the feet back, that's supination. That's supination, yes. So raising the arch is supination, raising the edge of the heel there, flattening the arch of the foot is pronation. And what we're going to do is we're going to make two fists here. And so we have the legs kind of out of it, and we're going to squeeze, and we're going to really try to move, work that ankle in those planes of motion. We're not going to spend a ton of time on this. In fact, we're almost done. But I just want to, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. We got our garbage trucks here today. Okay, so now go ahead and kind of stomp on the ground. You kind of probably feel like you've been working that ankle a little bit. So the last thing we're going to do now is work the toes. All right, I want you to fan the toes. Lift your toes up as high as you can in your shoes. You can take your shoes off if you like, but you don't need to. If you long you're pressing up, try to get all the toes up. Now crunch those toes down and curl them down. And then up, and then curl them down. And squeeze. Up, curl them down, up, curl them down. Let's do a couple more reps. Up. So I'm pressing those toes into the top of the shoe, down, squeezing them, up and down. Let's do one more. Big fan the toes, up and squeeze down. Some people have so much toe control that they can actually take their toes and fan the lesser toes and then not lift the big toe and vice versa. I tried to do it. I cannot do it. Even when I bite my tongue, it still doesn't help. All right, grab a sip of water and let's move on into a little more intense exercise experience here. Okay, we're gonna go to the towel. So, I keep reminding myself and then I keep forgetting myself. We're gonna hop into our kayak and we're gonna paddle out into the harbor. We're at a harbor today.
Out of my kayak.
What you want? What's that?
I just got out of my kayak.
Good for you. I love it. She just got out of her kayak. Look at that. Getting in and out of your kayak is it could be a task, I'll tell you. Anyway, I'm going to be out of town the next 2 weekends, and I don't know what's happening on the Friday classes. I have to see. We're going to drive up to San Francisco for a bat mitzvah next Sunday. And then the following, or next Friday. And then the following Friday, the 8th, I'm taking the family to Catalina. What I might do is I might run one class in 10:30 for all levels. Maybe both days or one day. I just have to figure out what our travel plans are. But in any event, I'm going to be taking the family to Catalina, and I put the girls on my paddle board, and we paddle out to the harbor. And the water is clear and it's beautiful, and there are ducks and fish, Garibaldi. Rumor has it that on the other side of Catalina, there are great white sharks. Now, there's a marine park there where you see a lot of scuba divers, and there's kelp beds, and it's all fenced in, and there are black sea bass bigger than any of you. They're huge. And I've swam with them before, and that area is fenced in. But out where we are here in the harbor, it's open water. That's right. So keep your eyes out. Keep your ears perked. We hear a little splashing behind us, and so we see a swoosh in the water and a big... Let's see. Okay, there we go. Where was I? Oh, yes, the great, the dark gray object is behind us. It's the great white that has wandered into the harbor. Let's go. I shouldn't even be joking about this. Let's go, because I'm taking my girls on the little raft into the harbor. It keeps reminding me because I got to order a kayak paddle, because a paddleboard paddle is really awkward when you're sitting on it and paddling around, trying to dodge the sharks. Down, around, and up, and down, around, and up. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to the chest. Let's press forward and back. Now we're in our rowboat. Good. Keep it going. Bob and June, that's the one thing you probably don't need to worry about sharks in the Tahoe Lake, right? I wouldn't think so. Good. Up and over.
At Tessie, we don't need shark.
You what? You have Tessie, okay. The great Loch Ness monster. Up and over. Bring it back. And let's go ahead and press up overhead and back down to ground zero. Up and down, up and down. One more, up and down. Let's go on that diagonal journey. Lean out to the side and up. Kick that leg out. As we're moving through this, feel the body moving and working, performing for us, getting stronger. Good. Lean out. Let's do one more. Let's press up to the left, kick right, and let's hold it here. If you went past it, just come on back. Hold it, and then draw it back and switch. This is a great way to kind of train that core. Not kind of train that core. Good. And back and push. I see Bud's got his brain and body bar. And down and press. Last one. And bring it back. So for Bud, for you, you can just bend it, but we're going to do a little snap drill here if you have the towel. We're going to press out, and we're going to snap it back to the chest. We're going to snap it up top, snap it to the chest, out to the diagonal, and out to the diagonal. Back to center. Oh, Anne's got her brain and body bar too. Up. And diagonal. Diagonal. One last time. Forward, up, diagonal, and a diagonal, and back. Hold it up here nice and tall against the chest. Give it another snap. Chin is level. Shoulder blades together and down. Clavicle tilted up. Tuck the shoulder blades into the back pockets. Go. Lower the towel or the bar. Big breath in and exhale. Tilt forward. Fuss with yourself a little bit so you can feel this positioning. Grab a sip of water. Okay. Let's grab our hand weights. It's interesting. I want to do another, we're going to just do a little brief hand weight routine here. And then I want to take a vote. You're going to take a vote, Patrick? Yeah. Don't you know you always regret it when you take votes? Yeah. I learned that at the JCC when I would teach classes. Never ask if you want the air conditioning turned on, because then you're stuck. Because you're sitting there and half the class is saying, yes, please turn it on, it's hot in here. And the other half class says, no, I'll be freezing. I think I did that like 3 or 4 times before I learned, stop asking that question. Just go friggin' turn the air conditioning on if you want it on. Nice and slow. We're not going fast. You can imagine it, right? Yeah, I can picture that. Tall in the chair. Let's alternate now. So right hand up and down. Finish that curl. Left hand up and down. Don't move the arms at the same time. Complete one rep and then go to the other. Let's add the lower body. So lift that opposite knee up and down. Other leg up and down. Try to raise and lower that leg in sync with the movement of the arm. So the foot doesn't touch the ground until that hand is all the way down. So you're going to have to probably move your legs much slower than your arms. Your arms are talking like this, and your legs are talking like this. One more on each side. And now let's lift it out to the side and back and the side and back. Rise up. Same thing. Try to time. It's not easy. For me, I find like my foot goes down before my arm finishes if there's a tendency, it's my leg to land before the arm finishes the rep. Maybe you feel the same, or maybe it's different for you. But observe it and attempt to sequence. I don't want us moving mindlessly from point A to point B. I want us moving with intention and objective. One more on each side after this one. Right arm, left arm, and then we're going to combine them. And a beautiful choreography of curls and side raises. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Out and back. Out and back. Up, down. Up, down. Out, back. Out, back. We get it, Patrick. Would you stop it with the up and down, out, back, please? It's getting annoying. Really? Up, down, out, back, out. Now it's really annoying when you're doing it like that. Up, down, out, back, out. You know, there is a potential for maybe me going crazy, talking for a full hour all by myself. I might find myself in the nut house. Will you come visit me? As long as it's via Zoom, we'll come up. Out, back. One more. Okay. Out and back. Breath in. Shrug the shoulders up and exhale, and we push the shoulders down. Bring the shoulders up and bring the shoulders down. One more up and down. Okay, here's the deal. Put the hand weights down. There you go, Bill. Put the hand weights down. I told everybody, yeah. Oh, you know what else I'm hearing all the time now? All the time I'm hearing it at the end of the day. I heard it this morning. Bill doesn't like that phrase. We were talking about phrases we don't like. Mine was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't stand that. Bill's is like, at the end of the day. Now all I'm hearing, every newscaster, everybody's using it now. At the end of the day. Anyway, okay. Here's the deal. Everyone shake their hands. Let me see you shake your hands. Okay, that's good. That's voting how you vote, okay? That'll be how you vote. We are either to go to the ball or the exercise tubing next. Who wants to do the exercise tubing? Shake your hands, vote. Okay. Who wants to do the ball? Oh, crap, it's like even. Okay, tell you what, we're going to do both. Yay! All right, we'll start with the tubing. We'll do the ball, too. All right. It's funny, the other class, they all voted for the ball. And I picked the ball up, and I'm thinking, there's a bunch of routines we do with the ball, and I'm not really sure which one they wanted us to do. So I did something entirely new. All right, maybe I'll do it with us here. All right, go ahead and loop the tubing around the arch of the foot and draw those hands back. If you don't have a ball, you could always use a pair of rolled up socks. It'd be best if they were socks that had not been worn that day and had been washed. And if you don't have exercise tubing, what's the matter with you? No. You can just do the pattern. You could hold weights, or you could just move the arms through this path. And again, I always say this, I've got a soft grip here, not real firm. We're just going to do a little bit on each side here. We're kind of warming up the shoulders, and then I'm going to do our tubing routine where it gets a little more intense. 2 more. 1, 2, and down, and let's switch. Stretch out. Pull back. Up and down. I think it was Bill Maher that used to do a segment. I don't know this for certain, but I know it's true or something like that. Things that you don't have really proof for, but you know it's true. For instance, I'm reasonably sure nobody likes mosquitoes, right? And as I was thinking that, because we have mosquitoes out here, but I got this fan on me and I think it blows them away. I've also got mosquito repellent on. There are these little things and they get in and out so quick. I mean, you don't see them and all of a sudden, you know, it's too late. They're small. They're like little jets and they get in, they get you. They're small. And I was just thinking, I'm reasonably certain nobody likes mosquitoes. And then I thought, you know, there's some like not botanist. That's a flower person. There's some like environmentalist that knows how important mosquitoes are to the food chain and they like them. So most people don't like mosquitoes. Raise your hands if you like mosquitoes. See? Oh, Bill, come on. Any opportunity to throw a wrench in the works. 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, down and switch. Donna texted me. I'm going to text her and tell her you were here and you like mosquitoes. So, oh my God. All right, take the tubing, bring it up overhead, spread those arms out, stretch. And I'm going at a moderate pace, maybe just above slow. Go at your own pace. You could go faster if you want, but the one thing I don't want to see is anybody ducking their head forward. Duck. Duck. Goose. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and down. And we're going to go ahead and lift that left hand up and pull that right hand down. And then we're going to do the opposite. Right hand up, left hand down. As we go back to this side, lift that right leg. Lift that left leg. Oh. This is for all of you that voted for the tubing. Now you're thinking, maybe I should have voted for the ball. Stride forward, big puffed up chest, lift that leg. You can even kick it out if you want, make it a little more difficult. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Big breath in. We're going to reach both hands up here, up and across. Put the palms together. We're going to bring them back to your knees. We're going to lift both hands up here, up on an angle, and we're going to bring it together. As we go up here, we're going to clap, slap, clap. I'm going to call this one Killing the Mosquitoes. See that, Bill? You're an inspiration. Clap. Good. Get them. Lean. Clap. Yay. You know, there are certain things that conjure up good emotions without us even trying. I'll give you an example. Go ahead and sit here with me. Blank face. Now at the 3, when I say 3, 2, 1, go, everybody smile. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, that's good emotions, isn't it? Give yourselves a round of applause. Clapping. That makes things good too, doesn't it? When you're clapping, you're happy about something, right? When's the last time you clapped for an absolutely horrible performance? That was horrible! Let's spin around from the waist here. I like that. See that? Can you tell sometimes I make this stuff up as we go? I didn't start this class thinking about the mosquito drill. But I like it. It's good. We're clapping. And now we're smiling. And let's reverse it. You know, Patrick, you run this class kind of like a game show host. All right, take the tubing again. All right, we're going to put them together, folks. We're going to go up overhead and back. And we're going to go up to the side and up to the side and up, down, side. Good. As you pull these hands apart, tell your arms to rip them apart. Rip them apart. Puff that chest up. Oh, we're going to feel so good after this. Up. And 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And put the tubing down. Mosquitoes. Okay. Ah. Okay. Grab the ball. Grab a sip of water. So here we have a ball. And we're going to do a little fine motor here. And we're going to do a variation of what I did in the class. When the class voted to use the ball, I picked it up and I'm thinking, no, do they like the reciprocal drill, the throwing drill, just tossing it up and down? I started by just tossing it from side to side, stalling for time, trying to figure out what routine I was going to do. I didn't want to let anybody down. I wanted the ball, but I wanted that other thing you do with the ball, not what you're doing there. So I decided to come up with another routine. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the ball between our hands, and we're going to press the fingertips down towards the ground, and then we're going to lean forward, and we're going to move the hands up, overhead, and bring it back down. Well, you might say, well, what does this do? I don't really know. Just kidding. Well, this is a little fine motor, right? Oh, look at that. Brett's got his towel. He's running his towel. That's very creative, Brett. If you don't have a ball, you can use your towel. You can. So we're doing some gross motor using, the waist and the hips a little bit here, but we're also doing fine motor. Combining the two is really great for the brain, and we're doing hand coordination, tactile stuff for the ball, right? Bring it up overhead and pause it here. And we're going to bring it down to the outside of the left knee here. And now we're going to sweep up and across overhead all the way to here. And we're going to go back down to the outside of the knee, moving that ball, fussing with that ball. And we're going to bring it up all the way up across overhead. And now we're actually engaging and switching both hemispheres of the brain. Once you cross the midline, you start activating the other side of the brain to take over. And back down. Left brain. Are you left-brained or right-brained? Up. Or are you no-brained? Down. One more. Up, and let's pause up here. Pause up here. Stretch. Reach. Get that ball up and away. And let's lower it down to the outside of the right knee. And we're going to go on a diagonal and across to the other side. And back. Down here. And up. and back. So we're moving, we're stretching, we're crossing midline, we're reaching up and down. And we'll do one more up, down. Put the ball in the right hand. Let's bring it across the body to the left hip pocket. And let's stretch away. Rise and shine. And I'm turning my head to follow that rise and shine up and over. Much like the way the sun revolves around the earth. Do you know people used to say that the earth was the center of the universe and everything revolved around it? And then somebody said, you know what? I think the sun's the center. So they chopped off his head. Isn't that hysterical? Oh my gosh. That's funny. Same thing happened to the guy that said the earth was round, not flat. All the way over. And let's go ahead and put the ball. See that little indent there of the hand there? They really ought to have a name for that. They ought to have a name for it. They do. It's called the palm. I remember when I was like, they should have a name for that. And I remember they do. They have a palm. It's called the palm. All right, we're going to slap it from one hand to the other. Opening the arms up. Bringing it back. Don't worry, I didn't forget the memory cards. But we're winding things up a little bit. All right. We're going to go 3 pops, and then we're going to pause. So we're going to go, here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Hold them up. Take the hand that has the ball. Bring it up overhead, lower the other hand. Come down to the center. 1, 2, 3. Take the hand that has the ball, move it up, lower the other one down. 1, 2, 3. Bring the arms straight out to center and give me 3. 1, 2, and 3. And magically the balls appear back in the right hand. Let's do the sequence one time again. 1, 2, 3. Ball goes up. 1, 2, 3. Ball goes up. 1, 2, 3. Ball goes center. 1, 2. And it's magically back in the right hand. Look at that. I don't know what that does either. It's just a fun movement drill, right? All right, sit up tall in the chair. Let's do a little tossing back and forth. We're going to do a quick stretch, and then we're going to go to the memory cards. I wish you all a joyful, happy weekend, safe, full of good food, maybe some ice cream. Treat yourself to something nice this weekend. You've been working hard. Go out in the forest with no mosquito repellent. All right, spread the feet out. Hands down here. Bring them down. Hinge from the hip. Move down to the hands. Find the ankles. Move them across. Squeeze both sides and stay here with me just for a moment. Keep that pressure on the left side. Keep that left hand grabbing that ankle and then release the right and sweep it up. And slowly lower it back down. Tap that wrist, bring it back across, squeeze and sweep. Please move carefully. Pay attention, especially when you're moving from a seated to a standing position. Bring it back down, tap them here and bring them across. A lot of the stuff we do here involves what I hope is programming, creating good habits that we're doing, good safe habits that we're performing even when we're not thinking about them. Bring it back down, like tap the wrist, like keeping the feet apart, keeping the ankles healthy, keeping your toes curling. or the toe curl strength. Toes curling actually can be a problem with Parkinson's. So, but we want to keep those toes strong. I think you know what I mean. Bring it back down, tap it, bring it here. And slowly roll up. Bring them out. Big breath in. Bring your feet back towards center. Lower those hands to the tops of the knees. And let's gently turn our head to the right, recalling maybe how we felt at the beginning of class. Maybe the neck feels a little freer. Maybe you feel a little more buoyant. Maybe that pink shirt is just a little brighter. Touch your right ear, your shoulder. And left ear, left shoulder. Big breath in. And shrug. All right, we did it. Let's go to the memory cards. All right. Grab a water, take a sip of water. Wet your whistle before you start yelling out what's on the card I'm asking for. And the rule is,
Patrick,
yeah, Bill.
after the class, I want to get the numbers for when you're not there, where I can pull it up and work out
The number.
on your deal.
Oh, the on-demand platform, or what do you mean?
Well, where I can get you on there when you're not there.
The YouTube, the links you're talking.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk after class to figure out exactly what you want. Because
Okay.
my YouTube channel, I can send you that. I can get you a membership on my SmartXPD platform too. I think I can create one for you. You don't have to charge you for it. I'll just give it to you. All right. So here we go. Card number 1. Ice cream bar. Come on, don't let Srini do this whole thing again, people. Card number 2.
Colored pencils.
Colored pencils. Card number 3.
Hanger.
Hanger. Card number 4.
Ladder.
Ladder is the correct answer. Card number 5.
Bag of money.
Bag of money. And our last card.
Butterfly.
What does Bill like?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. You ever kill a mosquito and then you realize that it has blood in it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it got me. I killed it twice. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you so much. And Bill, let's talk. I'm actually driving to a client. I'll try to call you from the car. We'll figure out what it is and I'll email you. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you Monday.
You too.
All right, thank you. Don't forget to watch your emails about next Friday and the Friday following. Bye. All right. Okay. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Thanks for watching on YouTube.